Hey, I'm Duncan.
And I'm Steve, and we're from Our Lady Peace, and you are watching Sofa King Cool. Get it here.
All right, Sofa King Cool here with the guys from Our Lady Peace. How you doing, man?
Good, Ramsey.
Great.
How are you?
Good, good. Congratulations on your 9th studio album.
Thank you.
I mean, I've listened to it, and I love the way that it doesn't sound dated for somebody that came up in the grunge area.
Right.
But it sounds like something you would hear on the radio right now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Wow, cool. Okay. I mean, I feel like we just do what turns us on, you know. So, yeah, maybe if trends go like this or something, and we go like this, maybe at some point, I don't know.
Well, I think we
like
also have the benefit of a singer who has a unique voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it allows us musically to go into different places and still yet sound like us. And on this particular recording, I think he's brought back some of his older signature vocal stylings, for lack of a better term, but his falsetto and that, and it just allows us to be, I don't know, just push the envelope a little bit with our sounds. Especially the way, like, you know, the keyboards and sound design interweave with the guitar, and which we never used to do back in the day. So I think it immediately takes us out of that era.
Like I said, the voice is unique, like you said, but it's got it where, like, Drop Me in the Water is something where somebody new turned on to it, they'd be like, oh my God, who is this band? But yet, it doesn't alienate the fans that have been with you since 24 years.
Right, because we've been playing that song now for a few months, and every time we play it, it's getting maybe not as much pop as Clumsy. Some nights, you know, almost as much, and it just feels like naturally an Our Lady Peace song that just fits.
Yeah.
And is exciting to play.
For sure, definitely. Now, you guys are at an interesting stage in your career. I mean, you got Drop Me in the Water is on all the radio stations now, and then you can have Starseed that's starting to break into the classic rock stations, you know what I mean?
Is it?
Yeah,
I guess so.
24 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Something like that, coming up on 25 soon.
Wow, I guess so. Okay. I remember when I started hearing Motley Crue on, like, classic rock radio, I was like, what? But wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess so. Dang.
Time marches forward.
Yeah, right. I know.
Like I said, it's definitely got to be an interesting thing to go ahead and hear. You know, you guys don't look old. You're not old.
Thank you.
So to speak,
Thank
you know what I mean?
Thank you.
But it's got to be crazy where, like, fuck, man, that's me on classic rock.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
know.
mean?
Look, just the way life goes so quickly, and the way that half the band lives in Los Angeles and half the band lives in Toronto. You know, 6 weeks. You think it's 6 weeks, and it's 6 months like that. Time just flies for us. So
Yeah.
that's part of the reason it took us so long to get this record out. Was, I don't know, just trial and error and finding the right songs and tours in between. But really, it's just, you know, you just get distracted doing other things, and all of a sudden 6 months have gone by.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing you guys at Woodstock, dude, in '99. You know what I mean?
That's a while ago.
Fucking flies for sure. You know,
Oh,
you're like,
right.
whoa.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We got out of there before the fires.
Not me.
Yeah.
Now, the video, it's interesting, of the Drop Me in the Water. What's the take on it? I mean, I've watched it a few times. Is that an Uber driver with a couple in the...
Yeah, I think we just wanted, you know, we wanted to get the songs out there, you know, with some sort of visual element to them. You know, you can make a lyric video for one song, this and that, but, you know, we're so proud of all of these songs that we kind of wanted to, you know, to get all of them out there with some sort of visual that we could put to them. And someone came up with the idea, well, what if we had sort of a, you know, a common theme, you know, a common sort of setting for all 4 of the songs with different characters in it in some sort of way, and eventually came to the concept that it is with, what if it's like an Uber driver and it's, you know, every song is a different story based on different people coming into the car, and thought it was a unique way to present the songs.
It was cool, for sure.
Thank
I mean,
you.
it definitely caught your eye. Like I said, I watched it a few times just to be like, am I missing? What am I seeing? Like, you know, it was definitely kept you going.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a story with a plot or anything. It's kind of more just, different representations for the different songs.
Yeah.
Now, you got to notice more and more you have to do something that catches people's eyes with the fact that everything is so boom, 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 so to speak. I mean,
Yeah.
you have the internets, and people are not entertained for more than a few minutes, so you got to do something to catch their
And
eye.
it's hard to cut through all the other noise, because it's just, everyone has access to it. Everyone is an artist
It's,
who has a desire to write, and who's a desire to film, because they can self-publish like that. So you have to make something that's sonically or visually striking in order to try and cut through that noise.
Now, is it hard for you guys, for someone who has put in their work, I mean, you guys have been doing this for 24 years, that to see that the changes, you know what I mean? I mean, you can't even buy a CD in a store anymore. I mean, you know what I mean? You're lucky if somebody actually pays to download your stuff without just stealing it now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I know with every technology, you gain something, you lose something,
Right.
For better or worse. And I know I can sometimes, I don't think I'm a past worshiper, but I definitely think there was something to, even though I grew up with cassettes and CDs, even getting vinyl, there's something to holding that and putting it on. And there's a feeling with every different medium of music. But, I think every generation probably looked at the next and said, like, oh, well, this one isn't as good. I remember in that book Steppenwolf, the guy would go see in Germany, he would go see orchestral performances every night, and then when he went to a party, like a late night party, someone had one of these new phonographs, and he was like, this is crock of shit, this doesn't sound anything. It probably sounded awesome,
right?
But he was denouncing it, and someone else said, hey, but for all these people that can't afford to go to the orchestra every night, they can listen to this at home. And he was kind of like, all right, so I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but yeah, it's...
You embrace the changes, right?
There you go.
You embrace the changes, and you just have to adjust your thinking. I mean, sure, was it nice to get paid for making music? It was great. But at the same time, we were always very limited as to how we traded ideas and how we recorded ideas and the roadblocks that existed with that. Wherein in both sets of this recording, Volume 1 and Volume 2, we mainly recorded it live off the floor in a studio. First one was Jackson Brown's studio for the first 3 of the first 4 songs, and the second one was at a place called East West Studios that used to be Cello, where God, the room we were in was
you name it, pretty much, yeah.
Like Chili Peppers,
System
Tom
of a Down,
Petty,
yeah.
System of a Down. I think Springsteen had recorded in that room. In one of the other rooms, Pet Sounds was made. The other room was like Sinatra, Marvin Gaye. I mean, you name it. You can't ignore the history in this place and the vibe that's there. But at the same time, we were able to trade musical ideas going into that, so we were well prepared ahead of time. And the internet and the digital production of music has made that so seamless. And in fact, in one song, the stuff that we traded in terms of a demo idea, Steve and Rain liked the rhythm section aspect of it so much, we just kept it. And so there are less barricades to the final product than there used to be.
I think we kind of stumbled upon on this record too a nice happy medium where we could trade ideas back and forth. And on another topic, I think it's kind of nice where, if we would have had in the old days a record company breathing down your back being like, hey, it's been 2 years, you got to get this record out, we might not have the record we have. Not that we're going to take 5 years every time to make a record. But I think it was kind of nice that we were able to trade ideas back and forth using obviously internet, and that's obviously something that wasn't around. We were able to sort of write and sort out some of the music that way and get ideas. But then once that was, sort of shaped in, then we got together in a room, played it till we had something we liked, and then we went into an old school, proper, great studio.
Right.
So I feel like we kind of like found a good way of getting the best
Harnessing both.
Yeah, getting the best out of both.
Now, you guys are billed as a Canadian band, but yet you have success in the States, like tremendous all over, you know what I mean? I mean, we're in a border town right here where sometimes you hear bands that are huge in Toronto, where you guys, half of you are from, but yet they don't get the love that they get in the States. I mean, I could remember seeing The Hip at Downtree Park for tens of thousands of people, and I see them in Vegas off the strip at a
bar.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, look, we were lucky. We had a record company that supported us early on, and we built our following in a grassroots manner, the old school way of doing it, which was getting in a school bus before I was even involved, because I joined in '95. But we just did laps and laps and laps, and you'd play for 20 people, and then the next time around you play for maybe 100 people, and the next time maybe 300, and so on and so on. So we developed a relationship with this country many years ago, and maybe have neglected that relationship a little bit over the last 5 to 10 years, not touring as much as we should be. But it's really great to get back out again and do that.
Do you find you have to tour more and more now just to go ahead and actually make this a career? Like I said, we touched upon that people aren't buying.
Well, yeah, financially, that you do have to get out to tour. But if we were just about the finances, I don't think we would be doing it. I think it's, for us, we all started as music fans. We all continue to be music fans, and it's just something that I think, especially with this new configuration of the band, you get a new guy come in. Jason came in about 3 or 4 years ago, and he's really kicked a lot of life into us. And no disrespect to Jeremy, our former drummer, but Jason has been, he's just, whenever you have a member change who comes in with great creative ideas, it's like a shot of adrenaline in the arm, and the band feels great. And we just want to get out and play music and experience, music live with people.
How did the Trailer Park Live come about?
Trailer Park? We filmed it, and it never got cut together. The Fear of the Trailer Park Tour. We were big fans of that show in the first season. And the guy who plays Bubbles, Mike, he was in a band in Canada many, many years ago that we toured with.
Okay.
And so we just sort of organically grew through that. And our sound man, tour manager back at the time, he was buddies with them too. And we just had a bit of a mutual love fest, and we decided to take them on the road, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Because although they play those characters on TV, they never come out of that character.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a lot of division between the reality and the theater.
They walk the walk. Yeah. Yeah, man.
That was an interesting tour.
Yeah.
Now, and J-Rock actually remixed something for you guys. The Trailer Park Live was on the movie.
Yeah, I forget what he did. But in fact, I just ran into him the other day. We were playing in Moncton last week. There's this new show up in Canada called Letterkenny.
Okay.
That, you can tell it has a little bit of its maybe origin perhaps in the ballpark of Trailer Park Boys or SCTV, Bob and Doug McKenzie type thing. But yeah, I ran into J-Rock, Jonathan, in Moncton.
You ever have him jump on stage and do that?
No, we haven't. Not since way back. No, actually, because he wasn't on tour with us that time. But no, we haven't. We should explore that.
Yeah, he definitely should, man. I remember when I was a kid, he had that kid show. You remember?
John Vision.
Yeah. First time I seen him.
Hey, I'm up on my Torrance trivia, man.
Yeah, I'm like, that's the dude. I remember you when I was little. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Now, you were in Grand Theft Auto? You were in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Vice City.
Vice City.
Yeah, I was one of the random cops.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And it was my old friend Naveed, that's where we got the name for the Naveed record. He did all of the directing of the motion capture and all of the character direction for Rockstar for a long time.
That'd be pretty cool for sure.
Yeah, it was great.
You still play the game sometimes and be like that.
I think I heard myself once. On
Some random cop on a side street.
Vice cop on a side street. Yeah, we had a bunch of us go in and just film these lines that he'd written.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's great.
Now, I understand this is a one-off show, and then you guys are doing a tour of Canada.
Yeah, correct.
What are you guys going to do during the summer? Do you have any plans? More touring?
Hopefully, right?
Yeah, it's coming together now. We have a show in Canada today, up Northern Ontario. We have a weekend.
Like a festival or so far?
Yeah, two of the shows are in the States. Nothing in Buffalo yet, but one of them is in, I believe it's going to be in Grand Rapids. I don't know if it's confirmed yet. And then we're playing, what's it called? Ink on the Clink or something like that in Ohio.
Ohio some festival.
With, I think, Bush.
All right.
And the cool thing is that I'm a big Shawshank Redemption fan.
Right.
And it's at that jail.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
right.
As soon as we saw it, I was like, oh yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good selling point for us. But
You gotta have a beer on the roof then,
yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Rain just said that the other day in an interview.
Yeah, we actually though just did like you were talking earlier about do you go out to the U.S. and we said we've been a little neglectful of it, but we actually did in October, November, we actually did 5 weeks in the U.S.
Yep.
And I know we weren't able to come to Buffalo, but we did quite a big circle and
We
stuff.
did.
So
We missed Florida and Georgia
Yeah.
and Louisiana, but we hit a lot of other places.
so it feels good. Usually summer comes around, it's like okay, there's all these festivals, so it makes it hard to like route a tour. But I think this summer we feel a little bit like okay, feels kind of good because we know we actually have gone and done some hit the U.S. at least a bit.
You know, one thing I find interesting is that you guys are playing in Toronto for 2 days, but you're not playing at the same venue.
Yeah, we thought we would change it up this time, try something. And they're very different venues. One is Massey Hall, which is a classic, iconic theater, been there since, 18 something.
A long time.
Yeah, awesome place to play. And then the next day we're playing at this place called Rebel, which is basically just like a big rectangle kind of club, right?
Yep, with a big balcony.
What
Yeah.
did Rebel used to be? Was that the Sound Academy?
The Sound Academy.
Docks,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I always changing names, man. I'm trying to figure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Every time I go out there for a different show, I'm like, God damn it, this was just something
Yeah.
else.
Kudos to the Rapids Theater for being the Rapids Theater.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kept in that name for a while.
Yeah.
Now people want to follow up. They want to know more about you. They want to see the dates. They want to buy the meet and greets, all that shit. Where are they going to go? What are they going to do?
OurLadyPeace.com.
Yep.
Yep. You can get the VIPs there. You can find ticket information. You can find our schedule, and then also the socials as well,
Yep.
whether it be Facebook or
Instagram, yep,
or Twitter, what have you.
Oh, one last question. When you guys mentioned your socials, do you guys? How do you keep up, man? I mean, it's got to be a pain.
I'm bad,
You know?
Ramsey. I'm bad.
I'm not good at it either. Rain's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I always kind of want to like, I'm going to do it when I have time and I can focus on it. But then like we're on tour like this, it's like,
You can't.
Yeah,
you
I
just have
haven't-
to do it.
Yeah, you just got to kind of like today I walked in here and it was beautiful, so I'm like, all right, yeah, cool.
Right.
Because otherwise I'll do it tonight and you get in bed, and,
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, it's just got to be hard. I mean, all these people out there, they expect that kind of connection now. It's not like it was years ago where
The mystery's gone,
Fucking A,
man.
man,
Right,
you know?
yeah.
Mystery's gone, and I like the mystery.
Yeah, there's nobody waiting outside of the tour bus anymore. They're here now tweeting out front, or they're
Yeah.
buying the meet and greets and shit. It's
Yeah.
completely different from
Yeah.
what music was.
Yeah, like we were talking about, you gain something, you lose something. It's like,
Yeah.
a little bit of the mystery and the
Yeah.
mystique is maybe leaving because everyone can see everything you're doing, But it's funny, it can get a little stressful sometimes, honestly. I'll like wake up, I'll look at mine, I'll be like, oh shit, this, oh I didn't know, oh shit, this and that. I literally start to be like, ah. Some days I gotta just,
Yeah, close
Yeah.
that shit out. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
got enough to worry about on tour, let alone
Exactly.
play with your phone all goddamn
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Somethingness is out in stores now. Hopefully, there's a store somewhere you can pick up an actual CD. But if not, you can definitely download it. Go.
We did. We actually made CDs.
We do have CDs. So.
If
Yeah.
you can believe it.
How about
We
No,
did.
I was just being a smartass. I know you guys have CDs.
Oh,
No,
okay.
but it's true because no one makes CDs anymore, and I think I forget where they went in Canada, to Walmart, but I know we have them on tour.
Very cool. I mean, it's
Come and see us.
something you could take home with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, holding it, looking at it, the book, looking at everything.
Yeah, and they can order it through OurLadyPeace.com. We have a link to our merch company.
I mean, there's a lot of my poetry in there too. I put like a 16-page fold out of my haikus in there too, and that I'm not putting that online anywhere. I'm not putting that on socials. Maybe some teasers
Right.
and stuff, but no. Actually, each CD is a different one of our poetry. 16. We each did 16 pages of poetry. No, there's no poetry, but that's why I like to buy CDs and stuff because I still like to
Yeah,
read
you never know what you're gonna get.
and look at the pictures like I'm 4 years old. No, but I really do like to. So yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Randy.
man.
Thank you very much.
Hey, can I get